because this is actually really cool. This is Impossible. This is from Kate Bailey on IGN. Impossible Tetris NES beaten for the first time in 34 years by 13-year-old Phenomenon. Or Phenom. This was beaten. This is a kid called Willis Blue Scooty Gibson. Actually, now you think you can't beat Tetris because it just keeps going, but look at this. Oh, let me bring it back to the start, where he screws up by going in landscape mode. Don't worry, he brings it out of it. Oh, X, you're so good. Where he's dropping like crazy.
I missed it.
Oh no. Will he be able to get it?
Oh my god.
Panicking.
Just please crash.
Oh. Where to get higher.
Oh my god!
Now he starts hyperventilating.
Yes!
That was the he achieved the Tetris kill screen. That's it's kind of like, I guess there's some point, there's a video on it that explains it better, but essentially, like, it only has so much memory, and at some point it's kind of like the code's ineffective, and at some point it has to like start using the RAM that's on the card itself, and then at that point, or like the console itself, and then at some point, like if you have a certain stack or certain line clear, it just crashes the game. Just references something that it can't do and crashes, but it can only be achieved at a certain point. You have to go really, really hard. And this is a video by A Game Scott. I won't play the whole thing, but it's pretty cool. I have it linked in the description.
This is Willis, aka Blue Scooty, setting a new world record for the longest game of NES Tetris by getting the first ever level 157. But something unexpected is about to happen.
Oh my god!
He just became the first person ever to trigger a game crash, reaching
A true kill screen. But what's really interesting, like, and he kind of like
finger
this kind of
technique
goes
by
up.
Hector Fly done on arcade cabinets, and
I mean, like usually like stacking Tetris and other stuff like Coltris and other things that are actually fairly easy, but the issue with the NES is it's really inefficient to try and tap fast enough
another
with an
technique
NES
that
controller.
used a finger on the bottom of the controller to push it into another.
So they
finger
use
on the
this a
top.
technique
He
called
called
rolling.
This new technique rolling, and it allowed him to easily reach button mashing speeds over twice as fast as the quickest hyper tappers. He became the first player to ever.
So they actually use this like technique of like rolling your hand underneath the controller to tap faster than you normally can. It's like the NES version was super inefficient with this, or the NES controller super inefficient. So it's actually really, really interesting the way they're able to do that. So it's actually like mechanically is what, not necessarily the skill. Well, I guess the skill is in the mechanics, but just being able to tap quick enough. And it's also, there's a problem with these things. They start color glitching.
Obviously, the colors glitch wasn't a problem.
But like you look at, let me see, like this is like
When a player named Pixel Andy finally managed to beat it, he got taken out by an even more difficult level featuring
look at this. Take off, like some other points. Like look at how black that is.
pieces that were nearly pitch black.
It's impossible to see.
I can't see it. No, I couldn't see it. I couldn't see it on my screen. It just went dark.
So what was the future of the record? Slow in
So like this guy has a whole like breakdown of it. It's really cool. He's got almost 10 million views in 13 days. So hey, good for him. really awesome accomplishment. Kind of fun to see, you know, people playing an old game and beating it. But you know what? What we need really is if you thought this was an accomplishment, but we need to check in to see we need to check in with a woman to see what she thinks of it.
Tetris has long been touted as a video game that just can't be beaten because it just goes on and on.
Oh my god!
Sky News.
Well, 13-year-old American Willis Gibson has technically proven that wrong. He beat the original Nintendo version of the game by reaching such a high level that the coding froze. That left the program unable to generate any more falling blocks. As a mother, I would just say step away from the screen, go outside, get some fresh air. Beating Tetris is not a life goal. Speaking of fresh air,
Of course, it's not a life goal. Thank you, lady, for explaining that. Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree, but last thing I want to hear from is some lady telling me what a life goal is. Some smug women. Oh, it's not a life goal. He's 13, by the way. He's got plenty of time, I think, to decide what he wants to do with his life.